Dollar Tree carries these flexible cutting mats year round and they are great for your kitchen, but I love crafting with them. We're going to start with this piece of candle holder that I had. It was missing the part from the top. Actually, not missing, it just fell off. So I'm just going to use it for this craft and I'm going to give it a quick, fresh coat of paint. I'm just dry brushing it because I still want it to have that nice distressed look, but I want to brighten it up. I'm also going to cover the top, and it doesn't matter that it has a little hole because we're going to cover that up. This wooden leaf piece is from Dollar Tree, and I love using these type of wooden pieces for different crafts because you can customize them. I removed the tag, and I'm also going to flatten out that bottom portion. Remove the little pick from it, and also just flatten it out and make it nice and straight, and it's going to make sense here in a minute. I did score it with my blade knife, and then I sanded it smooth. I am now going to trace it on the flexible cutting mat. Just tracing it. Now you can't see it in camera, but it's there. I can see it in person. I'm going to put it to the side for a quick second because we want to paint the leaves. I'm going to do the outside one in this beautiful pumpkin orange by Waverly chalk paint. And then the center leaf I'm going to do in a beautiful Highland blue by Rust-Oleum milk paint. While that is drying, then I'm going to cut the flexible cutting mat. I am cutting about 1/4 of an inch outside of the line. So this leaf is going to be larger than the larger one. All right, so now that it's dry, I'm going to outline with brown marker the leaves. This is just going to give it dimension, and I really like how it just kind of makes everything stand out. I did both leaves as well. And if you mess up a little bit here and there, it does not matter. All right, I'm going to use alien tape to attach the flexible cutting mat to the back. You can use any glue you want, but the alien tape works really well. I attached a few pieces, removed the little plastic cover, and now I'm just going to place it right in the center to reveal that little edge. Isn't that pretty? I love that. All right, so I'm making sure that it's nice and stuck, and now I'm going to attach everything to the candle holder. I'm going to add a tumbling tower block from Dollar Tree. Then I'm going to dry fit the leaves right there while I place a second tumbling tower block. Then I'm going to add glue right in the center, and then I'm going to place everything. It's going to hold in place very nicely. This little bow is a pre-made bow that you can buy at Dollar Tree. I'm just going to hot glue it to the front, although you can make your own bow as well. And now it's time to add some more little embellishments. This beautiful style leaf is just going to go right there towards the right side, and then I'm just going to keep adding some extra little things. And as I add the last few little things here, I think this is gorgeous. Oh my word, the colors, the design, the fact that we use a thrifted broken candle holder. What? Let me know what you think down in the comments. For the next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to use one of these framed mirrors that I have used so many times. Love these. I just love the design. I'm going to remove the back from them, but this is temporarily. I'm not going to get rid of it because we're going to place it back on. We're not going to use the mirror, but we're going to put it to the side because we're going to use it here in just a second. All right. I'm going to paint the frame in the pumpkin orange as well. Of course, you can do any color you want. I just want to go with a nice bright fall theme. I did 2 coats and let it dry. I'm going to use the mirror to trace it onto the cutting board, and then I'm just going to cut it directly on the line. We want this one to be true to size because we want it to go where the mirror was on the frame. Now I'm going to take the cutting mat and I'm going to trace it onto the back portion of the frame. This is so that we can attach these little fairy lights that I do get on Amazon, and I do have them on my Amazon store. They're fun for crafting. They come a ton in a pack. Great find. I poked a hole on the bottom portion of the back of the frame, and this is because I want to thread the lights right through from the back to the front. And then I'm going to attach the battery pack with more alien tape to the back. Just like that. Now the lights are in the front, and I'm just going to attach them with more alien tape. But we're going to stay inside the lines that we traced from the cutting board. And I'm going to keep doing this until all the lights are nicely attached, going in a coil kind of way. So they're mainly attached. I'm just going to add this last one here. You see how that looks? All right, so the frame is dry. Now I'm going to distress it a little bit. I'm going to use the wet distress technique with the wet or damp towel. And I'm just going to keep adding just little distress marks, removing the paint where I want to see. But of course, you can skip this part if you do not like that look. All right, so I'm going to place the cutting mat right where the mirror was. And now the back is going to go right where it was. I'm going to use the little screws again to attach everything in place. And then we're going to add a little bit of embellishment to the front. I'm going to take this beautiful pumpkin style ribbon from Dollar Tree, cut 2 pieces. They're about maybe 11 inches tall or maybe even 12. I'm going to loop them like awareness ribbon, and I'm going to do 2 of them and then scrunch them in the middle together, tie it in the center with some white jute string, and then cut off the excess as needed. I'm going to add 1 more of those leaves that we used earlier. This is going to create like a nice base for everything. I'm going to add this beautiful orange flower and then the bow right underneath, and just hold it until it hardens. I'm going to add this little seed right there and angle cut the excess ribbon. I'm going to add some green leafy greens. This is just going to add texture and also just a pop of color right there on the side. This is what it's looking. Look how cute. Oh my word. I love anything that lights up. I do. I just think it adds such a glow at night. Beautiful colors. Love the fall design. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take this beautiful craft paper from a book bundle that I got. I believe it was Michael's or maybe Hobby Lobby, one or the two. It was a while ago. I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip and then cut it directly in half and then angle cut the edges. We're going to make bookmarks. I love making bookmarks here and there on my channel because I think they make great gifts for teachers, family members, or just for anything, any readers, those that read the Bible. I think it's just so fun. I'm going to take the bookmarks and I'm going to trace it onto the cutting board, and then I'm just going to cut it directly on top of the line. I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. That way they both match the size. If you need to trim here and there, go for it. I stacked both the cutting mat and the craft paper together, and I'm just going to poke a hole towards the top, and we're going to thread some of this white jute string right through it. We're going to make a very simple knot, not too tight, but snug enough, because I want the 2 pieces to be able to open up as needed. Did the same thing on the other one, and then we're going to take some more of that same ribbon. We're going to loop it like an awareness ribbon, scrunch it in the middle, and tie it again with some white jute string, cut off the excess, and we're going to hot glue it towards the top. Just make sure it's not attaching to both pieces, just the top portion. Same thing on the other one, simple bow, tie it in the center, and hot glue it to the top. That's it. Wait until you see what I added at the end. It's going to bring everything together. All right. In the center, we're going to add this little flower. I think it's gorgeous. Now, Dollar Tree has tons of stickers in their sticker aisle, and I love when they bring the seasonal holiday ones. These pumpkins are gorgeous. They have a 3D look to them. We're just going to place one at the bottom of each. If it overlaps like it did on this one, that's okay. Just cut off the excess with the scissors. Look how stunning these look. These would be such a great gift for your mom, grandma, those who read books or maybe read novels or the Bible. Let me know what you think down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to use some of these tumbling tower blocks. These are the Dollar Tree Jenga block style, and I always put them in a basket because it's so much easier to just keep contained. I'm going to start hot gluing several of them together. As a matter of fact, we're going to do this a lot, so I'm going to speed up a lot of the process. But basically, I'm just going to create a square, and I'm going to alternate the colors between the darker blocks as well as the lighter ones. And then once I have one square created, I'm going to make a replica of that same one because we want to have 2 of them. And then once you have those finished, we are going to just then hot glue 4 of these, just like you see here, alternating the color. And we're going to create 4 of these because we are creating a lantern. So now we're going to make everything and just put together. We're going to just hot glue each little tower right there in each corner. And we are going to add another one here in just a minute, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Then we're going to place the other square right on top to create that nice rectangular box, just like this. Hot glue goes a long ways. It really sticks really well. All right, so now we're going to bring in the cutting mats and we're just going to trace one side. This is just to give us a starting point. We're going to do a lot of trimming and a lot of trimming because I'd rather start a little larger and then trim as needed so that we get the size that we need. So here I am putting it inside, and I think you know where we're going with this, right? We just want to create walls, this frosted wall look to this lantern. So I'm going to keep just measuring, placing, cutting, and trimming as needed. And this is when I realized I need to add one more. So I'm just going to add and double up each layer on each side because we are going to create 4 walls and we want to have enough space so that we can hot glue each panel to each side. So again, we're just going to keep cutting, measuring, and hot gluing as needed until we have sides that fit and are ready to create a nice lantern. So as you can see, we are just attaching one panel at a time, just adding hot glue to the edges, and it's looking so pretty. And again, a little bit of hot glue goes a long way. Now that my lantern is pretty much built, I do want to cover the top portion. So I'm just going to add 1 row of these blocks, just covering up that top portion. And then I'm going to create a smaller version of it to hot glue it right on top and create that layered top look that a lot of lanterns have. So we're just going to alternate the colors once again to keep that same pattern and then do these final ones and then just hot glue them right there at the top. Then of course you can add whatever you want inside, fairy lights or faux candles. I added a battery operated faux candle and I love the way this turned out. I'm obsessed with it. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with this framed mirror that I found at the thrift store very recently. It's actually an IKEA frame, and I found it for 99 cents. I thought it was a great deal. It's solid wood, and I knew I had to take it home and do something with it. We're going to remove the plastic from it, of course, and then we want to remove the mirror from it. So I'm just going to score it with my blade knife, and then we're just going to carefully, using my little tiny screwdriver, we're just going to lift it up. And it really worked really well. And then, of course, we got to clean up any excess glue. This mirror was thick, let me tell you. And it had a lot of glue. So we're just going to take a little bit of time and just clean it up so it looks nice and professional. We're going to take the mirror. We're going to use it as a guide to trace onto one of the cutting mats. And then we're just going to cut it with our scissors. And, of course, I need 2 of them because I'm going to create a pocket. And I'll show you why here in just a minute. So we're going to create a second one matching in size. And then we want to make sure that they're both going to fit inside the opening of the frame. We're going to paint the frame in this beautiful sandstone color by Waverly. We're going to go 2 coats and then we're going to put it to the side and let it dry. So I told you we're going to create a pocket, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to take both cutting mat pieces and we're just going to staple 3 sides using regular staples. Make sure you do it as close to the edge as possible. We're going to leave one side open because we want to add fairy lights. Isn't that going to look so cute? All right, we are going to poke a hole right there in one corner because these fairy lights, I want to be able to just thread it through the inside out. And that way, when we attach it to the frame, we can leave the battery pack out. And it's all going to make sense once we start attaching it. So once I had it threaded through, we're just going to light them up. And then we're just going to place them right inside the pocket, making sure that they're nicely in there. And then we're going to close up the pocket by stapling the other side. Again, very carefully, making sure we're not stapling over the lights. Such an easy and such a fun way to use these fairy lights. Now we're going to put everything together and we're just going to attach the lights right there to the center using hot glue. And then we are going to attach the battery pack using a staple and hot glue. This is coming along so beautifully. All right, we're going to drill a hole right there on the left bottom corner so that we can attach this beautiful, vibrant sunflower. We're going to add it with hot glue, and then we're going to add some extra little leaves here to add color, texture, and just make it a little bit more grand. And then we want to hang this piece. Of course, you can add sawtooth hooks to it. I decided to just add a string because it's not that heavy. So we're going to add jute string using hot glue on each side, and then a little bit of tape, masking tape from Dollar Tree, and hot glue just to secure it in place. And then that's it for this one. I love the way this one turned out. Such a beautiful piece, easy to light up at night, and wait until you see it in a darker room. But let me know what you think of this one. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.